URL on the website.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
YouTube live is always stuck at the same place, so I don't have to update anything. When we go live here, we go live on our
everywhere.
Yeah, main page. Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's the best, is what it is. I kind of thought about switching us back to Twitch because we're streaming over there now.
That would be cool, but I like that it's
but I like
on YouTube.
Yeah, I like the YouTube. All right, let's see. What are we doing today? Episode 341. What are we calling this one?
It smells like new.
Gumbo Rama. Gumbo sausage. Sausage fest. Giant sausages. Giant sausages are wonderful. I like sausage.
I think you should just call it I like sausage.
Chicken gumbo. Chicken gumbo yumbo. I don't know what to call it. The devil. We'll know by the time it's over. All right, let's see. H&H episode number. Gumbo Shmumbo. I don't know. The devil will post. All right, we've got news this week. We've got news. We've got a new mixer. We've got everything we need. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, I posted. Did we tweet her?
I tweeted. The show didn't tweet her. The show should tweet her also.
Okay. The show shall tweet her.
Are you tweeting for the show?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna camera this sucker. All right. I'm not going bald yet. We'll make this a relatively fast one. All right.
Okay. I don't want to hear myself. And then I need to check.
I feel like I hear my baby crying all the time. It's like phantom crying.
I think that was Stephanie.
I feel like I hear my other baby crying all the time.
I think that was Chiba.
I got two babies. All right. I'm ready to rock.
Okay, let's do...
I got a news story right here.
I shared everything with you, right?
No, gosh.
I hear you're coming out of here too.
Oh, really? Why am I coming out of there?
That's what you heard yourself and thought you were a baby. What is this? Why are these like...
Why am I coming out of there?
Uber phones. What is this even plugged up to?
That's so... Oh, I know why I'm coming out of there. Oh, now it's... Hold on a second. Hello? Okay, now I'm not coming out of there. Good gracious. Oh, because I've got this... This has audio to it. That's why. Good gracious. I wonder if we... Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. Everything... I don't know why I'm typing you, Tizzle.
You, Tizzle?
We don't know where they are. They're coming. I don't know. I think they're coming. Cancel that. Close that. Got my stuff. Got my documents. All right. I'm ready.
All right. Da-da.
You send your text, because that's how we get our audience. We personally text them. It just seems like a bad way of doing things.
To text people?
But it works. I mean, you know, it's 2:45. We got to rock.
Okay, yeah,
we're mega late.
When are we supposed to start this?
2?
Okay.
But I threw us off a little bit because of the mixer today.
It's good. We're all good. We're
big
all
old
good
honking
here.
thing. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, let's do a thing.
Let's do a thing. All right. This is my hyped up. metal music. Okay, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fine episode of Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, the show that this week will actually bring you the odd and crazy news from all over the world that you expect. We are so happy to have you here. We are here on Sunday, which is our new time, 2 p.m.
Ish.
2-ish p.m. It's currently the backside of 2,
No,
which is where I like to be.
We could be 15 minutes early for 2 p.m. in Central Time.
Ooh, there you go. 2 p. Because I said... No, I think I did tweet 2 p.m. Eastern, and I don't know. So, by the way, if you're hearing the sound out of the left speaker live audience, I have no idea why that's happening. It shouldn't be, but it is, and I'm not sure how to correct it at this moment.
Do you think it's going out like to all the left? He just got a new button thing.
So I'm hearing it in my left and not my right, and I don't know why yet. I'm working on it.
That is
but
weird.
It's going to be there for this episode. So hang tight. Don't hate. We'll get there. It's all
we
gonna
upgraded,
happen.
so eventually it's going to sound better. But he literally put the thing in like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was working hard, So, but more importantly, just let me know if you can't hear something that you should be hearing, and then we'll go from there. So, Smash, it's so good to be back. It's so good to see you. So
Hi.
good to be in the same studio.
Hi.
This is awesome.
What is our studio?
So
Studio.
the orbiting HQ.
I feel like it needs like a studio something, like a studio H&H.
That's you know what? That'll do.
Studio H&H.
Studio H&H.
H&H.
We should spell it that way, like HACHE and HACHE. H&H.
H.
I don't think so.
I hate you.
I hate you.
I hate you.
So yeah, we're here. We're good. We're doing a show on Sunday. I'm excited. Man, I don't even know how to do the show anymore because we got something. We're going back to
because we
form.
have news.
Yeah, we're going back to form. We actually have news. I'm excited about. There's activities this week. I'm excited about. There's stuff in the.
Are we announcing that this show,
No.
or are we doing it next show?
No, what we can announce, however, though, is the opening announcements that Ashley has begun streaming quite a bit to Twitch.
I am all the twitching ever. I'm the twitchiest mofo to ever be twitchy.
That she's twitchier than the zombies from The Walking Dead.
Tuh.
That's how twitchy she is.
Tuh.
So yeah, so you've been actually streaming, you and Jacob together, I should say. Giving you all the credit is unfair.
Yeah.
Jacob talks a little bit, but
No, Jacob's like,
talks
you
a
put
lot.
a microphone on my head. I'm excited.
yeah. But so you're streaming video games, which apparently is it's not the new hotness. They've been doing it for a while, but it finally dawned on me that Ashley, you play a lot of video games.
Yes.
And people are watching other people play video games a lot
Yes.
now. Why are you not also making sure people
Yeah,
watch
Steven's
you play
been
video
trying to
games?
get me to stream forever, and it just finally, Jacob ordered headsets, and we're like, hey, this is fun. Except, so PS4 has this issue. It's a very known, annoying issue that the audio occasionally, and by occasionally I mean at least like every second time, just doesn't work. So you have to, and it has something to do with like the way the PS4 and the router talk to each other. So you have to like make sure that the NAT is like type 1 or 2, and then you have to go in and like set your IP, like the PS4's IP address is something static, and then you have to make sure that the like ports are high enough that it's not going to it's just,
That's so weird.
it's awful.
None of that makes any
It's
sense.
Awful.
Yeah, so Gab, we're talking about capture device. So
I don't know what a capture device is. Is that like the backpacks where you get a ghost?
yeah, that's exactly what a capture device. It's the trap with the, you roll across the floor.
Well, because they're talking about not crossing stream, so I just thought
We can keep the Ghostbusters theme going. We can keep talking about it. Don't shut off this machine. So
dude, Joel's on a magazine shoot. That's awesome.
oh, well, tell all
Nice
the people
job,
at the
dude.
magazine shoot that you want to watch this show, and they should watch it too.
Yeah, I mean, or you could get paid ridiculous amount to do something fun that you like. And,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what we're eventually going to try to do. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would love to just podcast all the time.
That would be nice.
I could stand to talk on a microphone all day. I don't have a problem with that.
Texting while casting, that's a no-no.
Yeah. But so Ashley is not the person to ask for technical stuff. Ashley's I turn on the PS4 and play.
Yes.
I'm trying to help facilitate the technical part. And Geb, the capture thing is something we're looking at. We're looking at it. I mean, I haven't like put my eyes on it, but it's an option. So we're gonna get there. I believe I liked watching you the other night. That was fun.
I
You
mean,
guys are funny.
That's what,
guys
like
are
we
funny.
sit there the other night and I'm like, dude, we say the funniest crap and nobody gets to hear it. That's really depressing because I'm just narcissistic enough to think that people need to hear my funny to
People
have
need to hear
meaning
it.
to their life.
They do. They absolutely do. So I'm excited for it. If you guys want to watch, if you're on Twitch already, twitch.tv, subscribe to H&H Show, because that's where Ashley's currently doing all her streaming with Jacob and Wally, and sometimes me. Like
Yeah, I was like, you hopped on. Wally doesn't like talking, so Wally put
I believe that somehow.
like 5 minutes into it, Wally had his mic like all the way up, and so you'll hear Jacob and I say something to dead air, and then we'll laugh. Dead air is responding just quietly.
Wally is that friend that just kind of sits there and laughs at all your jokes,
Yeah,
while just quietly holding his beer.
Yeah,
and
like
hanging
he
out.
will not take the last chicken strip. He will make sure that everybody else has had enough. Even if it's his chicken strip, if it's the last chicken strip, he will sit there and stare at it slightly longingly and going, man, I would like to eat that, but I want to make sure that, what is this?
It's because he's a wonderful person. That's a voltage detector. Hold it up to anything that has power going to it. Turn it on and then hold it up to anything. Does not have power going to it. You could hold it up to literally 9 things on your table. And you're holding it up to everything that does. It's not a magnet. You're not looking for metal. Hold it up to that thing. Your
What
power
thing?
In your laptop.
What
Just
thing?
point at the adapter. You have to turn it on. Is it on?
I think it's on.
Well, if it's on, it's broken. Because it should definitely be yelling right now.
Does it squeak?
Let me see it. No. It beeps. Yeah, you got it turned on. Should be okay. Well, maybe it's just out of batteries or something.
Oh. Sorry,
be.
I was telling a story and then I saw Doctor Who's screwdriver and got excited.
It should definitely. What the devil? That's really annoying. I could plug it into. You can actually put this part into an outlet on the wall, but it makes you feel really dangerous because your parents are like, "You shouldn't do that." And
Oh,
like,
you can shove it into the hole?
Yeah, you can shove it in the hole. But it's not. It's apparently not working right now. So
Okay.
apologies to all for this.
I don't even remember what I
terrible,
was saying. Sorry.
Driving the bus off the road. Welcome back to Horseshoes and Heritage. Like I said, return to form. It's the show we used to do before we didn't do it. Now we're doing it again.
Well, if you're listening, hi.
Glad to be here. But yeah, so the Twitch thing is big for Smash right now.
It's fun, and if you guys want to play, come hang out with me. I've got Jacob. Jacob has just been randomly accepting friend requests, and I was like, honey, that's maybe
Do it.
Maybe we should like run a game with those or something. Vet them out before you just. He's like, well, I thought it was your friend, but it wasn't your friend. I'm like, yeah, that's.
Oh, in Diablo?
When we played, I think it was Diablo last night, or maybe Raymond. I don't know, but what's the kid? He's 13 years old. Yeah, it was Diablo, and his name's Dillweed or something.
Oh yeah, that guy. I
Yeah.
noticed he's friends with us, or he's following us on Twitch now.
Yeah, so he started following the Twitch, but
Should you follow a dillweed? Like, if you're gonna admit that you're a dillweed,
his PS4 name is Bitches Love Silver Medals. And I was like, you know what bitches love, Dillweed? Bitches love not being called bitches.
that is actually really, really good point.
I looked at Jacob and I'm like, do I like silver medals? He goes, I have never and I will never call you a bitch, so I don't know. I'm like, and he's like, and that is the only right answer to that.
You're like, I would not classify you as one of those things. Well, good. So awesome. Good news there on that front. Aside from that, we've got some irons in the fire, folks.
Yes, I'm so excited.
We've got some irons in the fire, some hot irons, some hot burn your cattle irons, some H&H branding irons stuck right out there. And I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm not going to tell you anything more than that because every time I do, I get all excited and then stuff falls apart.
No, well, I mean, this is like a thing.
This is
we've
a thing.
We've been discussing this for
This
a
is
day
a
or two.
thing.
Yeah.
And I just want to say a huge thanks live on the air to all of our patrons from Patreon. And that means the 2 guys that were doing that for so long, even after we stopped doing some of the shows because of the childbirth, and things were derailed. You guys kept like sending us money even though we were on hiatus, and that's, what? I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. It's
You guys
exciting.
are wonderful.
So I went in and I cashed out some of those dollars, and I got us a new mixer.
That mixer is Banff.
That should help alleviate some of our sound problems, but it's new, so hence the left side speaker thing. I haven't figured it out.
I hope it's not actually casting like that.
It's sending it to them, but when it gets mixed down for the podcast that people download, it won't be there.
Oh, it's just gonna be in the one ear.
No,
maybe...
it'll be stereo when it gets down to that.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so we'll be good. So that is huge, and I also have some stickers on the way, and I put the same stickers out there on Redbubble. There's a link on our Facebook group page, so if you go to, I think it's facebook.com/horseshoes and hand grenades, or H&H Show. Did I put it on our H&H Show? I think it did. Maybe. I
don't know. I want stickers.
Yes, that's our page. So I need to put it out on the page too, but you can buy those stickers, and I don't know, just huge thanks to those patrons, because now we have some money in the bucket, and we've got some plans that we're really, really excited about.
Buckets of money,
because we can spend some of that cash.
Shiny things.
Yeah, because you guys gave it to us so that we would do cool stuff, and now we're actually doing some cool stuff. So yay, exciting. But anyway, Ashley, what do you think we should do next?
Factoid of the week.
Factoid of the week. I don't have the echo yet because again, this is a new mixer, so you have to. Factoid of the week. That was my echo.
We
That's
came
terrible.
up with a button the other day that we needed, and I can't remember what it was. I'll have to ask Jacob to remind me.
I don't know.
It was good. Remind me to remind Jacob to tell me what button we need.
Okay, I'm on point. I want to make a button for stop eating my sesame cake.
What is that from?
This Congo, and I don't know why, but every time I think about eating food when I shouldn't, I think stop eating my sesame cake.
See, I haven't I liked that movie, and I remember you guys made fun of me for liking that movie.
Everyone should make fun of
you
for liking that movie. You know what? I think it's cool because it's got Tim Curry in it.
Tim Curry's fantastic. It makes me want to watch, especially because it's like Halloween time. This is
He's got like some
creaky.
sort of cancer. What is?
It sounds like some Smurfs are having sex in my earphones.
That's because there are. I rented them out to Papa Smurf and like.
You didn't
Little.
There
Smurf.
was no Smurf ear sex.
No, it's Papa. No, it wasn't Papa Smurf. But I had to rent it out to the Lady Smurf because there's only one Lady Smurf.
So I can't tell if my head's gotten fatter, but every time I talk, it goes.
Here we go. Here's the thing.
Mr. Homolka?
What is this?
Oh. Stop eating my sesame cake.
What the hell is that? I don't even remember.
Stop eating my sesame cake!
Stop eating my sesame cake.
I feel like we need to get a video, perspective? Perspective?
Oh, it's Tim Curry and homie from
But why is he yelling
movies.
at somebody?
He doesn't want him to eat this because he's mad that they're in his country. Why are you in my country? Because they went to Congo for the Diamonds thing, and the homie doesn't like Tim Curry.
Wasn't Amy the one that spoke?
Oh,
Amy
yeah.
was
Amy's a good gorilla. Amy's a good gorilla. Those bad gorillas. Because she has the I can speak with sign language and it understands me thing. It was the most advanced motion control ever. Also, Bruce Campbell was at the beginning of that movie and gets eaten by silverback gorillas.
Bruce Campbell's fantastic. Have you been keeping up with the
Ash vs. Evil Dead?
that one?
Yes.
It looks like it's gonna be all the Bamf.
Oh, I'm so pumped for it. It's gonna be fantastic. But to bring it back to the factoid, the parachute was invented by Leonardo da Vinci in 1515. You know how I know that's true?
Because the internet said so.
Assassin's Creed. You're friends with Leonardo da Vinci, and he hooks you up with a parachute so that when you fall off a tall building, you're all like, "What? I'm floating on my Leonardo da Vinci designed parachute."
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
For realses?
Yeah.
See, I remember it from the Da Vinci Code.
Did you click the link Tizzle sent? That's awesome.
Which one is it?
My sesame cake. Stop eating it.
Is Tizzle like all the memeing ever?
I love Tizzle. I don't know why I do, but I love her. I love her. Why do I think it's a her? Tizzle sounds like a her name.
I feel like Tizzle's a...
Tizzle a
so
dude?
the rule of the internet, everybody's a dude.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Tizzle, I'm sorry if I made you sound like a chick, and you're not. But if you are, then 10 points for me for guessing correctly. I don't know. I always assume... So here's my thing about the internet. We are all on the internet believing that everyone else on the internet is roughly our age.
And our same gender and... Well, no, not the same gender, but the same color and the same age.
Yes, because you arrive at Reddit and you realize... You think you're having a conversation with, people you're not really. Most of them are 12, and they are really knee-deep in whatever opinions they have to the point they are articulating it to just a T. I believe such and such because blah blah blah, and they're 12, so their beliefs don't matter.
That's because when we were streaming the other day, last night we were sitting, because Jacob and I are just completely inappropriate. I'm inappropriate, and you're momming and just stupid, awful jokes, and we were talking about something, and Dillweed popped in. And he's like, "Haha, outsmarted by a 13-year-old." I was like, "Oh, I'm not okay with you listening to me."
See, and that's the problem.
Where's your parents?
Yeah, that's the issue. Like, you thought that they were old enough, but they weren't. And then they learn things they shouldn't learn.
Right.
And then before they're able to handle it, and it's all over.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
It's but I mean, I have not. So 13 was the last age I remember cognitive thoughts that have not changed. The only difference between me and 13-year-old Ashley is I not as angry anymore.
Well, good.
I don't punch walls, and I'm not such an asshole.
Those are all improvements. So
I mean, those are the only 2 improvements I have made in the last decade.
I'm not angry anymore, and I'm not a jerk.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not such a jerk.
You weren't a jerk. I mean, you've never really been a jerk that I'm aware of, but I also see the world through rose-colored glasses.
And I didn't date you.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
If you had the misfortune of dating an Ashley before like a year ago, my bad.
No, and the thing is, it's important to note that I got a nickname almost immediately. Therefore, there were no chances of that ever happening.
If I nickname you and you're a dude, friend zone.
Yeah, totally. Like, you need to know that. If you get a nickname, friend zone, there is no hope for you.
None.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I've never dated a nickname. And, I'm hopefully marrying the dude downstairs, so.
Yeah, and that dude doesn't have a nickname, so there
No.
you go. Why doesn't Wally have a nickname?
I call him
because
Walls.
Wally sounds a lot like a nickname
Yeah.
anyway.
His name's Walter.
Oh. So
But
it's kinda...
Wally, and I don't like the nickname that somebody else gave him, so I, for some reason, have been calling him Walls.
Walls rhymes with balls.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. I was told that I'm still a little too off color, and I'm like, oh, I've cleaned up my act so much.
Rhymes with balls. So that's, excuse me. I feel like that's a kid-friendly joke because
they're all doing it on the playground.
Yeah. And, when they get 30 years old, they're still going to be going balls.
Because, I don't know, we never grow out of it. Like, ever.
I haven't.
Let's do some world news.
Oh, yeah, that.
World news. Chess president says aliens invented chess. That is awesome. I knew that game was weird enough. Like, I just wasn't sure that thing could have been made up by humans. Russians, maybe. But if the Russians are saying the aliens did it, I'm pretty sure aliens did it. Because Russia is not hiding the fact that there are aliens. And France is really keen to tell the world that there's aliens. The only people trying to tell the world there's not aliens is the U.S. government. So we know that, due to this, we know for sure that there are aliens because the U.S. is liars.
You sounded like somebody from Zimbabwe.
The U.S. is liars.
And I don't know why Zimbabwean suddenly sounds like that.
They is all liars. I don't know why they would either.
It's like if an Austrian went down to Zimbabwe.
Stop eating my sesame cake. That's what those Zimbabweans say. They say it just like this right here. Boom.
Stop eating my sesame cake.
I love that guy. That dude that plays that part was in like 150 movies in a single year, and you never saw him again.
I don't know who that guy is.
He's the black guy that you saw in all those movies that one year.
Internet Movie Database.
He was a cop in Gone in 60 Seconds, and he was a cop in that Jet Li movie where he went around all the universes killing himself.
So I remember that movie.
He was in that, and he was in like another thing, and he was in this.
Ernie Hudson?
Ernie Hudson wins in Congo, by the way. Lava tubes.
But that's not who you're talking about?
No, that's not. Ernie Hudson's way cooler than this
Looking for a black dude in the cast.
He's the general, or he's the ruler of the Congo. Or whatever. Is there a ruler of what is they don't have a parliament. They have a tribal chief. That's not racist. I don't want any of your emails. I don't want any of them.
Captain Monroe Kelly.
That's him.
That's Ernie Hudson.
That's not him then. That's not him at all.
I don't.
No.
That one black dude in the Congo.com.
Oh, wow. Laura Linney was in this movie.
Well,
She's the
why do I know
PBS
that?
lady that goes,
That's
Hi.
Laura Linney
Hi,
at the
I'm
beginning
Laura
of all
Linney.
my BBC movies.
yeah, I'm Laura Linney, and this is PBS.
Personal bone syndrome.
Laura Linney and Kathleen Kennedy are the same person.
Tom Barry?
No, that's too much
Samahini?
of a... That's a white dude name. Oh, yeah, maybe that's him.
Roadblock Officer Kevin Gvive.
No. Hold on, let me look at this Tom Barry guy. He might be him.
Oh, this is gonna kill me.
Nope,
There's
not
like
him.
no pictures of. I mean, is he a prominent?
No, he's just in that one scene. He's the dude.
Adewale Akinuyoyi Abijabage.
No, that's probably not the way you say that name, but that's not it. Oh, Delroy Lindo.
What's
That's
his
who he
name?
is. Captain Delroy Lindo. He's uncredited.
What the crap? Wait.
Yeah, that's him.
MDB
Delroy Lindo.
Delroy Lindo.
Yeah, he was like in a million movies back in the late 90s, and then he disappeared.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah, see, you know.
That dude. That's the guy that has his cake eaten.
That's the guy who has the sesame cake, and he doesn't want anyone else to eat it. Stop eating my sesame cake. He doesn't want Tim Curry to eat it, because Tim Curry is a bad person.
I don't. Oh, he was in Robot Chicken. There you go. Big Bang.
Nerdist.com has a sesame... Oh, there's a sesame cake gift. That's awesome.
I want a sesame cake.
Yeah.
Carl.
That is
I
the
watched
best thing
a
ever.
4-minute YouTube video of Walking Dead every time dude goes
Carl!
Carl.
Carl! I love the bad Rick Grimes joke meme where it's like it's several panes of Rick talking to Carl.
and it just
getting
gets
closer.
closer and closer. I love it. Hey, look, he's actually eating the sesame cake in this one.
Carl, I named my iPod Titanic. It's sinking, Carl. It's sinking. It's the best thing. It's sinking, Carl. It's like, Dad, stop.
Carl.
So back to aliens and chess.
yeah.
They abducted the chess president for saying too much.
They abducted his chest.
Just the chest. They just took the chest. They left a body standing there, and it was just, hey, there's a dude getting ready to do the first ever human head transplant.
I saw that next year.
Yeah, December 2017. He's got a surgical crew. There's some paralyzed dude that's like, I'm all for this, and they basically admitted that if it were to take, the person would be driven crazy and die almost instantly. But you have a problem with transplanting a head. The question
Besides
is,
going crazy and dying instantly?
It's a really stupid question, but the question is, are you really transplanting the head or are you transplanting a body? Because the head is technically working, so are you moving the body to the working head or are you moving the head to the non-working body?
Yeah, that's true. It's more of a body transplant than a head transplant.
Yeah, like what part of that and what rejects what in that case? Does the head reject the body or does the body reject the head?
Like, I just feel like that's a lot of, when... Like in every movie, there's that epic where they plug two power cords together.
Back
it's like
to the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's like, la.
I feel like they need to film that with some epic music in the background and sparks coming out of the neck and abdomen.
I don't think I would want to volunteer for that. I think I just wouldn't have my head transplanted.
If I was so miserable that I'm just like, life sucks and I literally can't move anything below my jaw, I might just be like, you know what? Stick me on a dog at this point. Don't care. I'll go hump that hot lady's leg and not get in trouble.
Well, apparently they did transplant a head of a monkey, like in a weird Russian science experiment back in the 50s.
Yes.
And it lived for like minutes or something. I don't know.
I wonder, like... that blows my head.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, back to the chess thing.
We're never gonna get to
No, we're never gonna Ilyum Zimnov is currently president of the International Chess Foundation, FIDE, which doesn't match.
Yeah,
International
it's
Chess
German. I don't know. Whatever.
It's a position he's held since 1995, so we know that he's been doing it for 20 years, which means he may be crazy by now. I don't know. During his Kalmykia presidency, Ilyuzminov claimed he was abducted by extraterrestrials. Ilyuzminov, I'm going to say it differently every time, says that ETs wearing yellow spacesuits spirited him out of his Moscow home and took him to their spaceship. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to read it like I actually care about it. I was taken from my apartment in Moscow to this spaceship, and we went to some star, and after that I asked, please bring me back. They're like people, like us. They have the same mind and the same vision. I talked with him, and I understand that we are not alone in this whole world. We are not unique. I'm not a crazy man. Yes, you are. But after I gave the first interview to Radio Freedom in Russia, thousands, not hundreds, thousands of people wrote me letters and called on the phone saying, oh, Kirsten, you are a politician, and you are not afraid to talk about it. What? Following the interview in which Ulyanov freely spoke of his alleged meeting with aliens on a spaceship, a member of the Russian parliament, Andrei Lebedev, voiced several concerns to President Dmitry Medvedev. They have a lot of similar last names, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Russian.
He was concerned that if Ulyanov was objected, he objected to aliens. If he was abducted, he may have revealed details about his job and state secrets. Assuming the whole thing was not a bad joke, it was an historic event and should have been reported to the Kremlin. The BBC quoted Lebedev. Why would they even treat it with any degree of seriousness?
I think that's the funniest part of this. So, dude thinks he's been abducted, tells people he's been abducted, and they're worried about him giving away state secrets to aliens who do not give a flying crap about weird borders.
No, they just basically look at Earth and go, there's a border. It's called an atmosphere. And we need to go through that and eat all the people down there.
That or suck all the water off the planet or whatever they need that we have. Yeah.
That's
Big vacuum cleaner.
That's going to really happen. The aliens are after our oxygen.
I think so.
President Scrooge shows up and he's all like, I need their air.
How come we always assume that anybody that would make contact with us is going to take all of our precious minerals? Not my minerals!
Because that is what we do to other people.
We're a-holes, so we kind of think you might be an a-hole.
The Europeans showed up, and the aliens are like, here, we'll show you how to plant corn. And we're like, here, we'll show you what disease is.
Welcome to smallpox.
I would love for you to be able to keep that.
Small apocalypse. Smallpocalypse, there we go.
It's tough to laugh about. It's too soon, really.
Those are my people.
No, it's awful. Yeah, you got a connection. I don't think I have a connection. I was one of the smallpox carrying blanket people.
Yeah.
It's not something you get to be proud of. You don't want to be. It's terrible. It's terrible. We have gained this land in blood, and in blood we shall lose it. That's Henry David Thoreau. That's not true. No, that's not true.
I don't know. I feel like you could say something kind of what is the word? Adjective, adverb, something kind of deep.
Yeah.
What's another word for deep? Because deep is stupid.
Inspiring,
meaningful.
Sure.
Deep and wide. And then just throw on a name, Abraham Lincoln. Everybody goes, yeah.
And they'll share it all over Facebook.
Yeah,
all over Facebook. We should make a fake quote and just share it all over Facebook.
H&H fake quotes. That would be the best thing ever. Let's make up crap and tack stuff on it and destroy the internet one retardo meme at a time.
That would be fantastic. No, there was something last week. I remember a guy was like, did the Bible say that or did my mama say that? I don't remember. I can't remember what the phrase was, but it really was one of those that even had me thinking, like, I wish I knew that.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
No, that's definitely not in the Bible.
God helps those who helps themselves.
Yeah, there's that. That's one that people, is that really in there?
No.
Did we make that up? The Pope made it up.
We made it up, yeah.
Yeah, we make up all the things.
We make up things go, Jesus said it.
Jesus told me that I had to blah, blah, blah. All right, I got to go. Here's another one. Next segment. Small town. That's the worst transition ever. I should try that again. You know what else we made up? The small town news. Not true. This left ear thing sucks a butt.
I am not super happy.
I'm not fond of it either. Yeah. What is that? What is that YouTube for?
Oh, is this me?
Stop eating my sesame cake Thailand
Stop
edition.
Eating my
yes,
Thailand edition?
It is definitely your turn.
Okay, I can do this. Where am I?
They're just words. You read them out loud, and we'll get through it together.
Small town news. Did we already do that part?
Yeah.
Florida man poops on things. Because, I don't know. Humanity.
Florida man is up to trouble. That's all I know.
A Florida man suspected of...
Take two.
A Florida man suspected of breaking into a bar to steal alcohol and defecating on the floor has been caught with his pants down. Ha ha ha
Nice pun.
Collier?
Who wrote this thing?
Collier.
Oh, Huffington Post. Of course it was.
Yeah. Collier. How do you say that?
Colon.
Whatever. Something County deputies responded to a 911 call about a possible burglary at Joey D's in East Naples restaurant. Deputies investigating the scene noted thousands of dollars in damage to computers, monitors, and the cash register, and there was also poo-poo on the bar floor.
I thought when you were first reading that the man had taken the poop and then rubbed it all over those things.
Probably.
Which may have happened.
I feel like, I mean, if you've got poo on your monitor, that you're just going to chuck it.
Yeah, I'm not going to clean it up.
Yeah, because you're just like, E. coli and hepatitis C.
Yeah, not if it's human poop.
Yeah, no
I
human
mean, not
poop.
barely even if it was dog poop.
I mean, if it's like animal poo, it's not quite as bad.
Why is that? Is it because we eat weird
Germs.
crap?
I don't know.
But so animals have germs? But
yeah, but they don't have like cephalopodymus.
how do they? What's a cephalopodymus and why don't
You
they
can't
have
get hepatitis from cat poop. You can get
get
toxoplasmosis from cat poop.
Get worms from cat poop. But does dog poop safe? Like, if you had to eat a poop, I mean, like...
If you had to eat a poop. Can we just stop the show and call it a day? Because if that's it. If you had to eat a poop...
Saying, if you have to handle a poop, would, like, a horse poop be the best one?
Yes, because it's just grains and alfalfa sprouts.
And that's what you want?
Yeah,
Like
you don't
if you're
want
gonna-
no decomposed... So, you take a dead thing, you chop it up, you eat it,
Yeah.
and then you poop out a dead thing.
Ooh. That's, like, double the death.
So it's like rotting double dead, as opposed to grass, which is like, I could burn this and it would smell
Oh,
okay.
you just made me want to stop eating meat forever. You didn't even try. You're just like, oh, that dead thing is rotting now.
Yeah, I mean, that's why meat takes longer to digest. It like rots in your stomach, and if you don't have regular bowel movements, then it rots in your colon, and that's why people get diverticulitis and colon gut rot, and you have to have chunks of your cancer rotten gut removed.
And when they pass gas, it makes it a room will clear.
Okay, so everybody has that friend that's like a CrossFitter, and that is like meat, all the meat. That's where I get my
Yeah.
protein from. You bunch of damn vegetarian don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, where do you think the cows get their protein? You special person.
Almonds got butt tons of proteins in them.
Everything you eat has protein in it. And let me ask you a question. What human being on the planet do you personally know that has a protein deficiency? Nobody. That's who. Because the way we eat does not allow for protein deficiency unless you're like cowing down on French fries all the time, because you're really not going to get a ton. But anyway, there's no such thing as a protein deficiency unless you're starving to death because you're not eating. If you're not eating, you're not getting protein. Cows have more protein per calorie, but you get a shit ton of protein from everything else. Broccoli has more protein per calorie than cows does, but cows are just more calories, and they're dead.
Wow.
Sorry.
So you can get equal protein. Hello, visitor.
I thought I was being loud.
Look at her.
She thought it was so creepy.
She just kind of came in here with like Joker face on.
That was so
She was
creepy.
like, ha, ha, ha.
I thought she was like, "Shut up, you want my baby."
No, she's wonderful.
Yeah,
With that kid, man, I gotta talk about it. But holy crap, I love that kid.
he's adorable.
He's a wonderful
He's like
thing.
crawling around
I'll
and stuff
keep him.
now.
I'll keep him there for a little while. I had a UPS box in the garage, and I was like, ship him to anyone.
I told Jacob, I said, "You better pray to God that our kid does not end up like that, because I'll put him back."
There's nothing wrong with him. He was sick.
He
for
was
a
sick.
little while.
Yeah, he was really sick.
Yeah, that was his thing. But now he leveled out, and he just poops and smiles, and everything moves along. It's great. He's eating oatmeal now. I fed him oatmeal this morning, and we watched The Burbs together.
Stephanie noticed you fed him oatmeal because we found the bib.
Oh, I put it there.
The bib day oatmeal.
I forgot about that. Oops. He wipes his own face with the bib. It's
That
really
is
fun.
freaking awesome. Like
really-
the kid, you feed him, and
He's like,
yeah.
He knows what's up.
Yeah.
He's like, Daddy's gonna think this is awful. I better just clean myself up.
It's a self-cleaning child. Now, if he could only
Self-cleaning.
like self-feed.
And yeah, you got to train them a little while for they self-wipe their butt. That's what I'm looking forward
See, yeah, that's not going to be any fun. I'm gonna look. You can get out of the diapers when you can wipe your own arse.
to.
Like, otherwise, I don't want to like have to reach around the toilet. We had, what was that? Stephanie and I were doing. It was like they were so little. They were like 3 or
you
4
were in like the
years
2
old.
years olds or something.
I don't
weren't you?
remember why. We had to do something. I don't even remember why I was
You
there.
got stuck in there because they didn't have anybody.
Oh, that's what it was for
Yeah.
second service. Yeah, they didn't have anybody, so instead of going to actual service, we
You
went
helped
and
out in there.
yeah. And she's like, I have to tinkle, and I'm like, can you? Do you need my help? Yes. What?
Oh, they're so.
What do I do?
awesome.
Like, she was in this big froofy dress, and I'm like dunking her butt in the sink, and I'm like, this is how you do it at home, right?
These kids. Oh, jeez. Don't give Ashley your children. Whoever thought that you should be in charge of children was just so wrong.
My kids love me.
I can't even
They
begin.
love me.
It's because you are one. They don't feel afraid. But the thing about kids to me is they trust all adults implicitly. They're like, you're older than me. I have to poop. I don't know who you are, but my mom says that you're supposed to be the person I talk
Come
to.
wipe my anus.
Yeah, it's like
I've got like a bottle of coconut oil at the thing, and I'm just like, always apply coconut oil after anus wiping.
if you were to tell an adult, like, hey, I've got to leave for a little while, but this person is going to, like, cook your food. We look at them all suspiciously. We're like, what do you mean?
Right?
I don't know about that person. What do you mean they're going to cook my food?
They may spit in it
What if they put something in it?
or make something nasty. They don't know me.
What makes us that way? Because I watch kids and their brain is just full of ideas that make zero sense. But, like, they could change the world. Like, I was talking to this guy at the church one time who's like, I invented a hoverboard when I was 7. And I was like, what? He's like, I had diagrams. I had things I could use to make it. I had all this science. He was like, I was just playing around, and I thought it was stupid. And I eventually just was like, I don't know how to make this, and gave it up. I was like, what? You could have invented a hoverboard. I mean, he didn't really. He had a kid's mind of like, I'm going to use magnets, kind of like all kids do.
Right.
We eventually stopped trying because we just assume it's fantasy and it can never happen.
Right.
And then Lexus is all like, hey, we made a hoverboard using quantum locking technology.
We should encourage children and not lock them up for bringing clocks to school.
So you stepped on a landmine.
That happened.
That happened. Okay.
You're like, where's my grind my gears button?
No, I want to grind my gears. There was something else that grinded my gears this week that I thought about. But here's the thing. So this is not a popular opinion. But I take great issue with the media jumping on a story and making it appear to be one-sided. Because, okay, so the internet makes a lot of assumptions when something happens.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying
Without facts.
I'm not saying that the kid deserved to be no, don't misunderstand.
Don't
me.
arrest a kid. You're going to give them
No.
trust issues for the rest of their lives.
I believe the kid was wronged. We'll start with that. I believe the kid was wronged, all these different things. I get into an issue with it when the media reports something and the people jump on it as if there was not another party involved and that it's almost guaranteed by just the details you have that the kid was being racially profiled and that he was a perfect angel prior to this.
Yeah.
Like, he may very well have been, and I'm not saying he wasn't. I just think that it's dangerous for something to happen to a child and for everybody to go, they're a child, therefore they are innocent of all wrongdoing ever, and they don't have any history of reasons this school should be wary of them. And I don't think he was. I think he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Based on what I've seen, he appears to have been a good kid, very academic, very strong in those areas. But I worry about stuff like, I think people without details immediately jumped on it and said he has been wronged
He's brown
horribly.
and he brought a clock to school.
Microsoft sending him big old packages of tech stuff. Like, that could have literally been the first thing he ever really made. And who knows? I mean, it was. He's obviously a very strong dude. Like,
Yeah.
In mental, he's got some engineering skills. But I just think it's scary, and I think it's even worse that the president chimed in hours after the event saying, like, you're invited to the White House. It's like, dude, there are people that are changing lives in the United States that have not been arrested,
Right.
that you have not invited to the White
Right.
House. There are people setting out to change the world. There is a group of people in Raleigh that painted and built and fixed up an old widow's home, and they didn't get invited to the White House. Right? I mean, just think about it in that sense, is that this kid was wronged, bad circumstances, and in order to encourage him, the freaking president has to go, hey, you were wronged. You should come to the White House and build a toaster for me.
So while I do completely agree with that, I also kind of look at it from the perspective of any brown kid in this country is not going to have the easiest time at an air. I've got a friend. He's Okinawan. He's Japanese, but he's brown. So, and when he grows a beard, he looks very Middle Eastern. He stays away from airports. He's like on 9/11. Like he actually will put up a PSA. He's like, to my brown looking friends, don't fly today. Just don't do it.
And that's awful.
It's awful.
I am not condoning any of that kind of stuff at all.
So, but I mean, that's so. If you go to an airport and you see somebody that's got like the traditional Saudi dress with the fun little, what is the thing called?
Like Sikhs and stuff that have the turban. Yeah.
Like you're going, they're going to blow up my plane.
Yeah.
Because that's literally what the media's trained you to believe. Like that's,
you.
That is your first instinct is to go, well, shit, am I going to die today?
It's really upsetting.
Yeah.
Like we should be so past that.
But I mean, but we're not, and the media is not.
I know, and they're not helping it.
I think that's why it was such an not overreaction, but such a huge trying to encourage, because everybody's trying to look at him like this is a 12-year-old that brought something fun to school to share.
Yeah.
And somebody actually made a really good point. They're like, if they thought that was a bomb, why did they not evacuate the school?
Exactly. Yeah, that was if they really thought that it was a bomb that could do damage, they should have evacuated the school. They should have called the police.
Right,
for a bomb
Homeland
squad.
Security.
But no, they just took him to the principal's office, and he couldn't demonstrate that it was a clock. I don't know how all that.
Yeah.
You guys.
Apparently, the cops grilled him, saying, "We don't believe you. It's more than just a clock."
The school is unreasonable.
Right.
However, I mean, did you see the picture of a suitcase bomb versus the thing he brought to school?
No.
They were actually very close.
Yeah.
Very close in that there were circuits in a suitcase.
Right. Yeah.
So I understand maybe the fear, but I think the kid's track record of being an engineer and not wanting to blow things up.
Also, so when I was transitioning from
female to male.
I actually just made a crack about that in the thing too. Somebody's like, Steven's a dude, I'm a dude, Ashley's a dude. I'm like, no, that's gone now.
I got rid of that.
I hate you, Steven. That was really good. You're an ass. I don't got a wiener. That's Jacob. There's nothing wiggly down there. I don't wake up in the morning and the covers are like off me.
That's the funny. I don't have anything wiggly down there.
Steven's heating. When I was transitioning from grade A to grade B, I forget what it was. There was a bomb threat while they were interviewing me at the school. It's the big public school. They evacuated the whole school just because it was the threat. It was the verbal threat.
Right.
The school was evacuated. That school was massive. So to someone to bring in something and them not get the hell out of Dodge, then I'm thinking it was more of a, we'll show this kid trying to think he's doing crap with. So I think that was why there was the overreaction to encourage a kid, be like, look, this isn't going to stop you in later life. Like, do your thing. Don't be down. Because 12 years old, that sucks to be dragged off in handcuffs and treated like an a-hole. No, you don't do that to a kid.
No, it's awful. It was too much. It was overarching. But I think the people that jumped in to save the day were also too much.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think, I mean, doing good things for people is awesome. But Microsoft showered him with gadgets. MIT said, hey, you're exactly what we want at our school. And a lot of this is just looked to me as sight unseen. I mean, maybe someone can correct me, but I thought the rescue of this kid was almost too much and could be just as damaging. Like say somebody's like, hey, you get a free ride to wherever,
right?
And then he just doesn't cut it,
right?
It just scares me to think that all it takes to get these giant leaps ahead and is a huge fountain of scholarships is getting arrested because you built a thing.
Right.
Because and the question is, like, if a white kid did it with the same, I don't think the same treatment would be.
White kids are arrested all the time because they have ADHD and the kids can't, or the teachers can't deal with them. Yeah.
And no one cares. No one looks at that as like,
but it's also
yeah, and
a white kid's gonna have an easier ride than somebody that's Muslim in this country. Just hands down. Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
The bottom line: don't put a 12-year-old in handcuffs.
Right.
Don't do it. You're an asshole if you do it.
Yeah.
I wish you had that button. You're an asshole, sir.
Oh, I do. Hold on, I got this. So, what would you say about the principal who called the police?
He's an asshole, sir.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. And this is really some
Horse shit!
So, I mean, all in all, it's some crap. And I hesitate to talk about this because there's no way for me to talk about it and not be misconstrued as some like hater who thinks that this kid shouldn't be like validated.
No, I mean, I do understand. Like when
you get it
when Obama
get
got
it.
in on it, I'm like, dude,
That was too much. I thought, oh, it's
I'm like,
not
how
that
about you? I don't know. Go and redo the NDAA until that's not a problem instead of inviting him to the White House.
Yeah, it's like the guy who was like, I just want to have a beer with Obama, and that became a big thing, and it was like, what kind of beer are they going to drink, and all this. It was stupid.
Geez.
It was stupid. It was really stupid, and it terrifies me that there's a candidate like Trump out there where this stuff could even get worse.
I think
He's a cartoon.
I hope that the media has turned on Trump enough that people are I mean, it was an entertaining guffaw for like 5 minutes, but then when I've got friends on Facebook
Oh, gosh.
that are like all Trump, he speaks the truth. I'm like, I went to school with you, and I know you're an intelligent person, and I care about you, and I love you, but I would kick you so hard in the balls right now that you would taste purple for a month if I get my hands on you.
What you're seeing is a separation between the people who are actually thinking about the impact of a Trump presidency versus the people that are just like, he believes what my grandpa said, therefore I believe him. Like, homeboy, did you see? This is I need to let this go.
When Stephen leads with that, you know we're gonna have a good time.
There's another one of those guys
He's an asshole, sir.
that stood up at a Trump forum and said, I need to know what you're going to do about this Muslim problem in America.
I saw that he was calling Obama
He said,
Muslim.
and I mean, our president is one.
There's a lot of things we need to look into. We'll get to that.
Homeboy didn't even. So this is a point. I didn't like John McCain when I didn't like him. I didn't like him.
I
That's
saw
okay.
that video.
We're allowed not to like him. But John McCain, even when the old lady was like, I don't trust Obama because he's an Arab.
Right.
McCain was like, whoa. That is not true.
Yeah, he's
Slow
like, he's
down.
a citizen. Chill
And
the crap
freaking
out.
Trump was just obsessed with nothing but winning, who believes Obama's a birther, global warming didn't exist, or Obama's a birther. Obama's from Kenya. The
Kenya.
the global warming doesn't exist is a made-up conspiracy from China. Like, homeboy needs to be stopped. And then indulges a man who's like, Obama's a Muslim. How are we gonna get rid of all these people? Which is also not a truth from what I have been able to see. So why are you letting this happen? Why is the media not fixing this? And why are we relying on them to fix it? Because they shouldn't be fixing it. They should just be reporting on it. The very statement you had of "I hope the media turns on Trump" is a problem.
Yeah, I know.
It's a problem.
They puffed him up enough that it was. I mean, that is who was deciding our next president and who decided our last couple
Decided
presidents.
the thing the whole time since Walter Cronkite died. They've been deciding the president.
Yeah.
Because there's an old journalism. It's like Tom Brokaw and Walter. It's gone. It's gone.
No.
It's gone. So whatever you thought there was, there's no journal now. Local news is even reporting on how big Kim Kardashian's butt is this year,
dear Lord.
and that shouldn't happen. I'm just upset. Why am I talking about this? This is a news podcast. What are we doing?
We're talking about news on a news podcast. I'm confused.
I am so confused.
Did I
This
even
is
finish the second
comedy
sentence?
news.
There's poop on the floor. They found the guy. He had poop and alcohol on him, and his pants were down.
malicious castration. What's that? Oh, that's the
Oh,
next
that's
story.
you. Yeah.
Oh God! Spoiler alert. Sorry. Bleep.
Stay tuned for malicious castration.
So anyway, I hope you guys don't hate me. Send your hate mail to h&hshow@gmail.com though. Correct me on all the things where I'm wrong. I'm happy to talk about it with you. Because, I mean, whatever. Anyways, moving right along now to some news better left untold. This is one we've done before. Man has man parts bitten by an angry chick. And by chick, I don't think we mean little chickens.
No, he didn't stick his wang in a chicken mouth.
A man whose testicles were allegedly bitten during a domestic dispute in Jacksonville, North Carolina, is recovering. Well, let's lead with the good news. Some earlier reports said the man had suffered either serious or permanent damage, but the spokesman said the victim required 8 stitches and would eventually heal. Gosh.
8 weenie stitches.
That's not fun.
Can you imagine get your weenie stitched? Like, how do you pee appropriately? Or how does, like, blood fill the sacks appropriate?
Blood-filled sacks? What kind of weenies are you messing with?
Isn't that how that works?
There's not. I don't think there's sacks.
Well, whatever.
There's a spongy tissue.
Spongy mushroom tissue.
Oh, good Lord. There's.
Hey, you guys have spores. You have spore weenies.
What?
You've got mushroom weenies.
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna have a conversation about weenies in a sense that you could even relate to my weenies. Like, no.
Stephen has plural wiener.
No. I'm not going to have that conversation.
Plural wiener.
So the spokesman said there was no actual long-term damage, nothing he couldn't recover from. Good. Martine de la Vaga, 51, was charged with malicious castration and assault causing serious bodily injury. So I'm assuming during some sort of altercation, she got mad at said dude and was like, ah.
If a girl is angry with you, do not put your penis near her mouth.
There's a real thing. Have you heard of vagina dentata?
Excuse me?
Yeah, have you heard of that? That's a legit fear people have. That there's something in a vagina that will chop their wiener off.
Oh, like the movie Teeth?
Oh yeah, I watched that. That was a movie I should not have watched.
They only gave it 3 stars on my thing, so I'm like, meh.
I started watching Horns last night though.
Is that a movie?
It's probably
or
an
series?
Ashley movie.
Okay.
It's probably an Ashley movie. I think you would dig it.
Okay.
It's kind of off. It starts out kind of comedy-ish and it takes a darker turn. The tone is a little backwards, but it's a good mystery.
Backwards.
And Harry Potter drops F-bombs all over the place.
That's so weird.
You're like, what? Plus, he does a pretty decent American accent, that Harry Potter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does. And he grows horns, and he's
Did you? Oh, you took the quiz.
Yeah, I got put in Gryffindor.
That's awesome.
Because I'm a boss. I love Gryffindor.
I really need Stephanie and Steven to take it. Because we've got a Gryffindor. Steven is shit.
I think I did take it. Now I'm confused.
Stephanie and
Who
Jacob.
am I?
I can't say Stephanie without saying Steven. If I say Stephanie and Steve, I can say Chi and Shine independently. But if I say Stephanie and Steven, it's normally because I'm talking to somebody who doesn't know what Chi and a Shine is. And so it comes out as Stephanie Steven.
I think you should just refer to us as Chi and Shine, even with people who don't know we're Chi and Shine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, nobody in the, I've tried to keep the Shine thing separate from the show.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're Steve H and H and everybody, well, who the hell's a Shine?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I conflict about that Steve H&H thing all the time.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like it's confusing to people.
You're confusing.
One guy asked me where I was from in New Hampshire, and I was like, I'm not from New Hampshire.
Why do you think you were from New Hampshire?
But it did give me a reason to be like, hey, podcast, because NH, maybe thought I was Steve H in H. So I think that had something. I don't know.
Huh.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just think sometimes I wonder if I should have used, like, you've got Fate Kills.
Yeah.
It's pretty much you, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then there's me. I was just trying to pimp out the show with my name, and I use it all over the place now, so it's just all I got. It's a brand.
It's a brand.
It's bad, though, because, like, what if ever something ever happens to Horseshoes and Hand Grenades? Then I've got this name that has these nonsense letters at the end.
Steve H. No, well, H&H would be good.
I know. I say that's stupid.
And we're doing a thing.
We've come back from
and
the
I'm
dead
excited
like
about the
100
thing.
times. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things. We got time. We got a little bit of time for WTF, and then we got to bounce.
Okay.
All right, ready? Go. WTF. I remember to do it.
Nice. Let's see here. Is this me again?
I think so.
Oh, because you said the oh, okay. Oh, this is awesome. So, a 66-year-old dominatrix sets aside her whip.
Oh, putting it down.
We're not expecting a retirement gold watch to be sent to Mistress Susan Dawson, who at age 66 is packing up her handcuffs and whips. There are pictures if you guys want to click on the link, and it's awesome.
Did you put the link in the chat? I'll put the link in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Britain's longest-serving dominatrix, who has been paddling the bottoms of Britain's finest for more than 25 years, is retiring. Dawson has closed up her seaside guest house in Great Yarmouth, from where she's offered her bed, breakfast, and bondage services to some of the country's more prominent citizens. I might not see them in my dungeon anymore, but I see them on television all the time. I love how she kind of drops that out there. Like,
These are not safe for work, by the way.
oh yeah. Don't. I mean, they're not. There's no boobies and there's no wieners, but it's.
You don't want your boss looking at this.
Yeah, you don't want your boss going, dude. There's an old woman in a corset.
Yeah, because she's definitely in a corset.
Yeah. Shouldn't be, but whatever. I never give names, but it's safe to say I've spanked some very well-known men. And apparently she also does the baby play because I saw a crib.
Oh, gosh. That
The
makes me wanna
property,
throw up everywhere.
including her famed dungeon, is being converted into apartments, which is hilarious. Dawson didn't intend to go into the bondage business, but she fell into it by accident after searching for ways to make extra money. Her husband, Paul, fully supported her. He says she's a natural because she's so, quote, bossy, end quote. But like many who's hit the double six, her reason for retiring is simple. She's simply tired of working. Simple.
That is pretty simple.
Yeah. Yeah. The end.
That's awesome. I mean, I'm glad that she's found she can now leave behind the spanking industry.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
move
she just got spanked. She got spanked to pay men. What the? No.
That's not how that works.
That's not, no.
That's
nothing
backwards.
Nothing that I said was okay.
That's an interesting occupation, you know? I mean, what kind of person, how do you, because a lot of people don't get anything out of it in a traditional sense, other than they just get whooped up on.
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything about that is okay for, I mean, maybe, you know what? No, it's fine. If you like it, whatever.
I would rather spank than be spanked. Like, I don't want to walk around in a maid costume being someone's person table.
Yeah, that seems wrong. Like, what? I don't know where to go with this, but I have so many questions. Like, what does a person think of themselves that is, like, willing to just submit to this kind of treatment?
You know, a lot of cops go through it. People that have to make decisions a lot are more apt to, like, people in really strict roles where they're constantly having to make decisions and yada, yada, yada. They just want psychological, because Jacob said something the other day about having to make a lot of decisions. I'm like, do you need me to bust out a whip or
no? Like, I mean, but really, like, there's other places you could go to have someone tell you what to do. Like, I will open a shop that's a non-sexual, I give instructions to people shop where I'm like, hey, mop the floor, you, and I just, it has nothing to do with being gross.
Like, businessman Mary Maids.
Yeah, I just walk up and be like, hey, you, do these things.
Yeah, because I don't know that she was sexually active with any of these people. I think it was more of a just, I'm going to whip you up, son.
Yeah, I'm going to show you what's what with my whips. I don't think, dude, if I ever feel like I need somebody to tell me what to do, that's not where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go, Stephanie, do you have a list of to-dos around the house that I can do mindless activity? Because that would be fine. That would be adequate for me. And it would be like, go get the groceries.
This got really weird really quickly.
What? Why did it get weird? What did I do?
Stephanie told me what to do in your list. I got the groceries, baby.
That's not where I was going.
I even got those vegan cookies you like.
You took that off in a direction it was not intended.
Who's shocked?
Yeah, I'm not at all.
Nobody's shocked.
Thank you guys for listening to us this week, for joining us on the show. We are back in action, fully formed and fully formed. We're like a fetus. Fully formed.
We have reached gestational maturity.
We are at peak gestation. No, so
like the bi-wieners.
We are like the operational battle station in Star Wars: A New Hope. Not the one that's all busted up and has a hole in it. No. Well, I mean, it still has a hole in it that you can use to blow it up. But
all of the things that you just said, all of them were inappropriate. Every single last thing.
I don't know how, but apparently they were. So no, we are fully operational. We're back. That being said, if you are a listener and you think, man, I really like what these guys do every month, it's kind of awesome, then I would submit $1 to Patreon. Maybe join us in our Patreon page. Patreon.com/H&H show. I think it's safe to open that sucker back up.
Yes, because we use all the things.
Now that we're back, I'm happy to actually put it out there that you guys can donate if you like what we're doing. It's awesome. It's what got us this mixer. It's what's going to get us a handful of other things.
Thank you guys for getting us a mixer.
Yeah, 100%
and thank you, Tim and
guys.
Lucretia, for getting me a microphone.
Yeah. 100% you guys for the mixer and some of the other things that we're planning on doing here in the near future. So thank you so much. If you would like to send your questions, comments, opinions, and hate mail and all those things that you probably want to send based on today's show, you can send it to hnhshow@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Oh, yeah, there was a story about a guy in a library sniffing feet that Jesse Cole submitted that didn't make the notes due to the other notes and the man in Florida pooping on things.
Oh,
but thanks for submitting that, Jesse. That was awesome.
Sorry, I maybe
Appreciate
looked
that.
over him.
No, it's fine. Call us and leave us a voicemail at HNH Live on Skype. We will play those on the air. We'd love to hear from you. Download our show on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter. I'm Steve HNH. The show is at HNH Show. And Ashley is streaming video games.
Come hang out in the chat with me. It's so much fun.
Yeah, so follow the HNH Show Twitter, and you will get notified every time they light up the stream, so to speak. And she and Jake have been playing a lot of Diablo. It's a lot of fun to watch and listen to those guys. So do that. And those are all the announcements. I got through them. I did them.
Nice.
Successfully.
I feel really bad that I bumped somebody's notes.
No, it's fine. He's good.
Where was notes?
I sent. I was keeping a document called 341. That's basically what you were doing.
Oh, did you share it with me?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
And I
Maybe
still
you missed the
completely
email or
overlooked
something.
it?
It's fine. It's okay.
Aww.
We'll catch
Sorry,
you.
Mr. Jesse Colson. Isn't that a fake name?
I don't think so.
Isn't that
Agent
the Family
Coulson?
Guy? Oh, maybe that's what
No,
it
that's
is.
the other thing.
Sorry, dude. I all the fail. I I thought I was all ahead of the curve.
Nope.
No.
So we're going to leave you guys with these words of wisdom. The noblest pleasure is the joy of understanding. That's Leonardo da Vinci, the inventor of the parachute in 1515. Learned a couple things today. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. We will see you next time right here on Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
Bye. You did send me something.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, that's all the lame ever.
All right. Let's announce the show.
Yeah, you had all of them.
Yeah, I know.
I suck.
You missed them all, but I was like, these are all good, so whatever. Here we go. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hello. Wait, no, that's not how I do that. This is Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, episode 341 for Sunday, September 20th, 2015. Gumbo, Shmumbo. You did it again.
I did. I forgot. I
did
was
it
like,
again.
Crap. I didn't do it last week.
No, you didn't.
1
You
out
did
of
really good last week.
4's not bad.
You were really good. You didn't interrupt at all.
I got excited because I do it on the last one, and then it triggers me to say something.
But hey, you know what? It's okay. 341. Boom. All right. Thank you guys for listening. This has been fun.
Yes,
And the mixer worked. Yay.
Jesse, I'm tweeting out your stuff because
I don't
He
think
can't hear me.
No, he can't. He doesn't care. But it's good that you're letting him know. If he's watching the YouTube, then he hears it.
okay.
Because we're still streaming, so we're fine. Save project. I really do want to get a professional video game streamer on the show.
That would be awesome.
Somebody, I would
There's
love
a
to get them
couple
on the
people
show.
that follow us that on Twitter that do
Hey,
gaming.
yeah,
game
the
streaming.
Eric,
I might contact some
the
of them.
Eric Didier
Yeah.
was cool, and
Diddy.
he's the one that was doing the charity. So it would be cool to get him
okay.
on the show.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so we need to get, because I want one of them, and part of it's because I just really want one of them because I want to get inside their brain.
Yeah.
Like, what in the devil? I got lots of questions. And they're not like, teach me how to do what you do. No, I don't have those kind of questions. I have those why, how, when, how did you get there? When did you realize that you could make money off of it? How long have you been doing it? What games do you play? How do you keep people's attention? Like, I want to know what they're doing.
Tweeting and not paying attention to you.
Basically, yeah.
Sorry.
But no, I'm really, like, I'm as interested in them as I am in, like, the comic book artists we interviewed and the game developer.
That is pretty bamf. I think I'm going to sit on my couch and talk to people. That would be awesome. Like, you get to play video games, you get to interact with people all day.
Yeah, but I think I'm oversimplifying it. And I want to know, like, where is their head at? Like, where did it come from? And where do they think they can contribute their popularity to? Is it being in the right place at the right time? Like, so many podcasts that are independent are big because they were just there at the start.
Right.
I mean, we've been doing this 8 years, and we're moderate.
Yeah.
In a sense that we have people that come to the show, we love them.
Right.
But like we barely pimp ourselves out there, though. We're not like on the street.
I mean, I haven't been naked yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think we have to. I just want to know how. That's what I want to know.
Well, I thought, how you doing now? So, what the crap did Geb just say?
Huh?
Oh, he does Mario Maker levels.
Yeah, we got the Wii U, but we don't have Mario Maker.
Do you have to have it to play someone else's levels? I guess you do.
Yeah, you would. And I'm bad at sandboxes, Geb. Like, if you put me in a blank screen or like build a thing, I'm like, I don't know what to build. I'm gonna put all the squares in the wrong place. I want to do a
level.
It overwhelms me. So like I sit there, I'm like, I gotta make the best level ever, and I get completely
Steven,
messed up.
That would be awesome if we had people submit their levels and we twitched like struggling to get through them because I would struggle.
I got a Wii U.
That's such a good idea. Gab, you're a genius.
Yeah, he is a genius. Everything about Gab is genius.
That would be fun.
We need to close down the show because we got a project we think we're going to work
on.
Yeah,
we need to do that.
So
yeah.
we need to do it.
Okay.
So you guys are awesome. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time right here. Bye.
Bye.